I think I'll just pick up from what Rizwan mentioned.
Global studies around BPAs, which is an endocrinal disruptor.
The major pipeline, there are leakages around 50%.
Leaching, chemical compounds.
There is the system that has become very old, need to be revamped.
Which is portable, international standards. You will have huge implications in terms of reduction of waterborne diseases.
Heroes of our country who are our water department workers and the water departments.
Namaste. I had the honor of attending the World Health Summit Regional Meeting 2025 held at the Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi, a landmark gathering that brought together ministers, global leaders, policymakers and innovators. And in their presence, we discussed bold ideas and practical pathways to strengthen and transform India's water infrastructure, focusing on improving water quality, enhancing efficiency and building climate resilient, health secure systems. It was an inspiring platform to share insights, learn from the best and reaffirm our commitment to building a healthier, more resilient future for all. A powerful reminder that access to safe, clean water isn't just a basic right, it's the foundation for health equity, community well-being and national progress. Watch as I share my input.
I was really glad to have Rizwan, who is part of Amchem. And the reason why they are one of the few SMEs in this space who have backed their entire innovation on patent and technology development. And they have been working to address a problem within the water infrastructure space in trying to look at solutions in maintaining and elongating the lives of water pipelines. So Rizwan, why don't you tell us a little more about what is it that you guys do and how that's solving a lot of problems that we spoke about. Also, we very briefly touched upon water infrastructure, right? When we spoke about water bonds and other things and how much investment goes into it. So if we can also touch on a little bit about how solutions like yours can also help in that ecosystem, that would be really helpful.
Thank you. My name is Rizwan Singh Man. If you added Joseph to my surname, I'll be the epitome of secularism. Putting that aside, you've asked a very important question, and I noticed Dr. Meena Saab saying about quality and operation and management, and then Mr. Bassi talking about portable quality. Now, I've had the privilege of, in essence, being like the soldier on ground. I've had the privilege of traveling across the length and breadth of my beautiful country, working with water departments, right from the engineering level to being on site, on ground, laying down the pipelines. Now, as all the panelists, esteemed panelists have mentioned, that quality is right now being only monitored as a visual level, which is taste, odor, smell. But some of the important parameters such as leaching, chemical compounds that are used to protect our pipelines, which, from the field that you are in, the global studies around BPAs, which is an endocrinal disruptor, which is a reproductive disruptor, is also one of the things that need to be studied. And given that our company Amchem is at the forefront of technical innovation in terms of protective coatings for the pipelines. So by that I mean the coatings that we provide are currently being applied on major cross-country pipelines in India from the leading pipe mills. And we have been advocating with the water departments of the country into making more stringent norms in order to control the quality of water. And that directly correlates to what we use to protect the pipelines that are transmitting water in the internal lining of the pipes. Just to put in perspective, the very bottle of water in front of us would say it is BPA free. Now BPA is bisphenol A, which as you know, is an endocrine disruptor. So we explained to the departments that look, on one end, our water bottles are saying, as per the Bureau of Indian Standards, that it should be BPA free. But on the other hand, the very water pipeline that is being supplying the water is full of BPAs. So that really doesn't add up. And that is where education for the water departments needs to be pushed, which we are pushing. And a lot of the government stakeholders have really put their foot forward and have really amped up our country's water infrastructure. For instance, when we worked with the government of Madhya Pradesh, they immediately, after a lot of presentations and data, removed ganiting and shotcreting from their pipes. Ganiting and shotcreting, in essence, is if you're putting a 100-kilometer pipeline, you are taking a guy with a bottle of, with a pipe, and you're curing the concrete on the pipe. So to supply water, you're expending a lot of water for no reason. So technologies that are coming into fore now, out of India, are helping. And one of the other things is myself, I hail from a defense background. And I consider our soldiers as, we all know, they are the heroes of the country. But there is another big part, which is an unsung sort of heroes of our country, who are our water department workers and the water department. So one thing is to create awareness in showcasing how hard people work, how hard our policymakers work in order to make sure that when we turn the tap, the water keeps running. But the story behind the blood, sweat and tear has to be showcased. And at the same time, we need to incorporate technologies that are helping us in building a more transparent and a more robust future for our water networks. So I think kudos to the water departments for initiating what they are doing. It really is a lot of hard work because I get to see it. And on the other hand, my only earnest request moving forward is not just look at the visual aspects of water, get into the details like our esteemed panels have mentioned, BPAs being one of the biggest things that we have to fix in the country. And I think we are moving in the right direction, and under the leadership of our current government and our policymakers, India is going to be one of the world's best water infra networks. And just as I leave, I'll tell people when, everybody was talking about the importance of water, we are 18% of the world's population and growing in India, and we have only 4% of the world's available water. And of that 4% of the world's available water, 86% of that water in our country is diverted to agriculture. So in essence, only 16% of the water available to us is available for industrial and residential use. So that also has to be an account made for awareness. People need to be aware, children at grassroots level in school, right from nursery up till 12th. Every year there should be policy to educate them on saving the water and showcasing the hard work it goes behind putting water onto our taps. So that would be my submission. And yes, thank you so much for everybody to sit here